morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Infinite Trade. So let's see what happened in Nifty and Bank Nifty today, and also we'll analyze what should be our plan for tomorrow in both Nifty and Bank Nifty, and also it's an expiry day. So let's plan our analysis and our strategy based on the expiry. So first of all, let's quickly check the charts to understand what has happened today. So this is Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty was totally sideways. So if you see, so the first thing that happened in the morning is Nifty and Bank Nifty, they both opened gap up, and Nifty's gap up was very strong, and moreover it sustained the gap. It did not even try to come down. So that's how strong Nifty was. And if you look at Bank Nifty, it's similar, gap up, but the entire day it just traded within this range. So this is what happened in Bank Nifty. So it was completely sideways and volatile too, because it was a Wednesday and market opened gap up against the FIS positions. So definitely when some big people are in loss and market is in opposite direction to their view, so you will normally see a volatile market and a confusing market, because they have to cover their positions and they have to trap the retailers and switch over their positions. So this happens. So this is what has Bank Nifty have done today. Now let's quickly check Nifty. Okay, so just a moment, let me hide the drawing first. So Nifty, if you remember, if you have watched my analysis day before yesterday, I had said that this week Nifty is going to have a strong resistance at 18,040. So 40, so whatever the high that we saw the couple of days before. So I said this is going to be a resistance, and possibly Nifty may not cross this resistance before this expiry. This is what I have said. But I also said a statement, if this level has to be taken out, the only way is to gap up above this level. So I said if we gap up above this level, then it is more easier to keep Nifty bullish and not taking a resistance there. So this is what has happened. I'll show you, just a moment. So I'm just zooming out a little. Okay, so this is the resistance that I was talking about. If I have to mark it, this one, so this resistance, I said this is going to be a resistance at least for this expiry. But if you see, market hit a gap up, almost kind of took a support there, immediately broke this level, and then slow and steady, it just kept on going high. And on my yesterday's video, I had said that Nifty's upper target would be 18,150, and that was easily achieved. We touched 18,197 today, so the target is absolutely achieved. So this is what has happened in Nifty and Bank Nifty today. Now let's quickly check all the data and plan for tomorrow. So the first data that we usually check is the participant wise open interest. So the participant wise open interest, if you see, both FIs and Pro seem to be bullish. So if you look at here, the position is totally opposite to what they had yesterday. 12,700 future long 16,200 call long and 14,000 put sell. So the put sell is not that significant, but they have some future long and the call longs. And if we look at Pro, they still continue to have some sort of short positions in the future contracts, and index call they have sold about 18,000 and put they have sold about 43,750. So which means that Pro desk is definitely bullish, but they have sold more puts than the calls. Okay, so this is what has happened. So like they have sold 3 puts and 1 call, something like that. So that's sort of in a ratio. So that means they are bullish, but they are not expecting a significant move tomorrow. This is what we can make out. Yeah, so cool. The data looks bullish. So let's see how the option chain is. So if you look at the option chain, surprisingly, this would show Bank Nifty's option chain to be bearish, but I'll tell you why it is bearish. Because the problem is we have seen a good amount of call exits in the lower side and similarly put exits in the lower side. But overall, if you see in the market today, so the call writing has happened significantly and not the put writing. So this is pertaining to Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty has a lot of resistances and a lot of support. So what does that mean? Possibly every area put writers may enter, in some area call writers may enter, and so you may not expect a free movement. This is what has happened today also. So the movement was not free. Everywhere there was some sort of volatility. You see a big red candle like a Marubozu candle, but suddenly you see 3 green candles taking off that Marubozu candle and moving up, and vice versa. So this was continuously happening in Bank Nifty today and trapped a lot of traders. And so this is the overall option chain analysis. So where do we see the support? So 38,500 is still going to act as a support, and the problem is here the call writers are still present. So tomorrow, in case Bank Nifty will, if it doesn't go below 38,500, then definitely these call writers would short cover their position. So there's a chance of that. But in case if Bank Nifty stays below 38,500 for some time, then this call writers would take over it, and they may put some sort of selling pressure. Because overall on the top side, like above 38,500, we do not have any significant support from the put writers. So it is clear that we do not, or they do not expect a very significant move upside tomorrow as per the positions that they have created today. And similarly downside below 38,500 there are strong support. So I'm expecting a range bound market tomorrow also. So let's go back to the chart and check out what could be the strategy for tomorrow. So this is how Bank Nifty is. I've marked this region, which is a sideways area. So let me just bring that up. Yeah, so this is the sideways area. So our plan should be, in case of a breakout upside. So this is a breakout upside and this is a breakdown. So this is basically trading the range breakouts. But I'm seriously not interested in the range breakout. The only reason is being a Thursday, being an expiry day, the move will not be that significant, and you may have to play smaller targets. Like if this range is broken down, your immediate target is around 38,360 to 370. So this is your immediate target because there was some resistance here which was eventually taken out. So this should be your immediate target. So in case if you see Bank Nifty breaking this level, you can definitely play out for this target, which is almost about 150 points, so 150 points more. And similarly, even if Bank Nifty gives a breakout on the upper side, I'm not expecting a movement more than 150 to 200 points on the upside. But there is a catch to it. So what is that is, since this range is also a little bigger range, the entire range, if we calculate, this is from 38,494 to 38,780. Okay, so around about 300 points. So for an expiry day trade, 300 points is quite enough for Bank Nifty. So it can still manage to stay within this channel and help the option sellers to eat up the premiums. So what you could do is people who are option buyers have to wait for Bank Nifty to stay in this range for a longer period. Okay, so if you see a breakout immediately in the morning, either this side or this side, then your targets are limited. Okay, so as I said, 150 to 200 points downside as well as upside. So if you trade a breakout in the morning, this should be a target. But in case if it spends the first half, like until 1:30 within this area, and in the afternoon if it is giving a breakout on any side, there is a chance of a big move. But the only problem is Friday there is a trading holiday, and tomorrow everyone will book their profits, book their loss, and switch over to the next week expiry. They'll change the positions, they'll roll over the positions. So whenever this sort of things happen, the market is usually sideways and volatile. And the second most important thing is, since this is a long weekend, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, most of the people would not love to carry their positions on a long weekend, because anything can happen overnight, and things might change, and there could be a sudden gap up or a gap down. So to avoid them, so it's not that nobody would take a position. Definitely the quantity of the position would be lesser. Okay, so keep that in mind. So this is something which you can watch out for, sideways and then a breakout in the afternoon. That can definitely give a very significant move. So that should be your plan for Bank Nifty. So any gap up, so say if Bank Nifty is gapping about this area somewhere here, then definitely you can go for a put position, but let it just go like this and then break this area. So this would give you a lot of confirmation. So then there is a possibility that it can fill the gap and then it can spend time here. So this is something which is possible. And again, if it is opening gap down, that is below 38,500, just see if it gives any sort of a retracement. If it is opening really very down, it may retest only this low and then fall back continuously. But if it is opening somewhere here, it would definitely go and test this level. So this is where you can enter on a put trade. So this should be a plan for Bank Nifty tomorrow. So I've explained what happens if it is a gap up or a gap down. But otherwise, if you see, Bank Nifty is almost at the center. So if we open flat, then the market would remain flat only. So that is going to be a little dangerous for the option buyers. Okay, so now let's quickly look at Nifty. So Nifty, yeah, so nothing strong as in there is no strong chance of a downtrend, definitely. But again, like Bank Nifty, there is a possibility Nifty may also trade sideways tomorrow. So this should be your range. So mark this range, which is around 18,200 on the top and around 18,120 towards the bottom. So this is around about 80 points. So from this place to this place. So Nifty may stay within this area is what I feel for tomorrow. And in case you get a breakout here, then definitely you can go for a trade. But I would suggest not to take a trade on Nifty upside, because there is a possibility, it may just go up and then immediately retrace back. So there are chances. Yeah. But in case if it spends a lot of time here within this area, so I'll tell you what exactly it is. So the closing is at 18,160. So in case if we see Nifty spending time between 18,160 to 18,200, so something like this, and then if it breaks this, definitely go for a call buy. It may show another 100 to 150 points move for sure. But in case if it is giving a break down, at least for tomorrow, I would not prefer a Nifty, because definitely it is in a bull trend and buyers would just enter anywhere. Like if you see here, a big red candle immediately taken out, then it went up, a big red candle immediately taken out. Here 3 super red candles, but it was taken out with 1 green candle. So this is what is happening, like buyers are entering everywhere. So just watch out for this. Any gap up, gap down. So how do you trade is, if we gap down below this, then it is dangerous. So below 18,120, if we gap down, then it is dangerous. You can plan a put trade, but in case if it retraces and then comes back, that's going to be the best place to trade. And if you open a gap up, 100% it will be a profit booking, being a Thursday, being an expiry day, and after a fantastic rally, almost 200 points rally in a day. So a lot of people would like to book profit. So right now we are at 200. So imagine we are opening around a 40-50 point gap up, 40 to 50 point gap up. Then just wait for 1 red candle. Okay, even if it is a smaller time frame like 1 minute or 2 minute, that is also fine. So once you see a red candle and the second candle, if it breaks the low, immediately you can take a position and keep this as an SL, and your immediate target should be this place, the close price, which is 18,160. So this should be a target. So good 80 to 90 points move in a expiry day. So this should be your plan. So I hope you understood the plan for Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. In case if you have any questions, you can definitely write down in the comment section and I'll definitely reply. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, like the video and share it with your friends and help this channel to grow more. So see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.